There's some new data out of Emerson polling that I find pretty interesting, and maybe, just maybe, is an indication of a larger shift within this primary. So first, let me show you last month's poll. So Emerson polling here from September the 21st to 23rd polled a Democratic primary voters, and as you see here, Biden leading with 25%, Warren in second place with 23%, and Sanders with 22% in third. But this month, there's been a little shift. So showing you October, this was taken the 18th to 21st. Biden still in first. He's actually grown 2% in support to 27%. Sanders is now in second, going from 22% to 25%. And Warren has actually dropped from 23% to 21%. So Sanders now in second, Warren now in third. Now, again, this is one poll, but I mean, it shows you, at least in one poll, that the heart attack that Sanders had did not hurt him. And this was taken after this poll was taken after the debate. So potentially his debate performance also helped him here. So his support is still solid. Though I will say, I find it kind of worrying that Biden's support grew here. I don't know what that's about. We're going to have to see if that's a larger trend as well. Because, I mean, it's one thing if Sanders is growing and that's a trend. But if Biden's also growing, you got to catch up to Biden. So the fact that Biden is still first in most of these polls is a little shocking to me. But I also want to show you this data point that also came out of the same poll. So Emerson polling tweeted here in their national poll, 18 to 29-year-olds, 45% of them support Bernie Sanders. The next closest is Warren at 17%. And then Yang is actually third at 15%, topping Biden at 12%. So it's clear where the younger voters are. It's clear who they're with. Bernie Sanders is who should be the nominee if you want to actually excite people out to vote. I'm telling you, like, this is, if you're worried about, if all you care about is defeating Trump, if that's all you care about, Bernie Sanders is your candidate. He has the most grassroots support, has the most individual donors by far. No one else has even hit 1 million individual donors. He hit that a month ago. He has the most individual contributions. He has the most volunteers. He has the most grassroots support by far. It's not even close. He also has the most diverse support base. He also has the youngest support base. You have to excite non-voters out to vote. That was Hillary's problem in 2016. She just appealed to typical Democratic voters, and even many of those people didn't go out to vote because they didn't find Hillary Clinton to be exciting or different at all. She was simply, I mean, she was the quintessential establishment politician. So it's clear she suppressed the vote. You have to excite people out. Bernie Sanders does that. Now, we're going to have to keep looking at this data, see if it changes, see if it grows, see what happens with it. There's also a recent poll out of Iowa. I covered this in a different video showing how Bernie Sanders is the only candidate to defeat Trump in Iowa. So Biden and Warren both lose to Trump in Iowa. Bernie, the only candidate to defeat Trump in Iowa. Again, if you actually care about defeating Trump, Bernie Sanders is your candidate. He won many of those swing states in the primary in 2016 that Hillary lost to Trump. I mean, yeah. I don't even know what else to say anymore. I feel like I'm on repeat in a lot of these videos saying the same thing because it's important that this message gets out. And if you haven't heard me say these things before, you have to hear them now. Understand, if all you care about is defeating Trump, Sanders is your candidate. And if you care about more and care about issues like having health care, Medicare for all, or canceling student debt, or being serious about the climate crisis, Bernie Sanders is also your candidate. He checks all the boxes. So whether you want to defeat Trump or whether you want to transform the country to actually represent real people, Bernie Sanders is your candidate.